some Mojo. That's all I got to say. I'm not doing some big fancy thing. I'm not going to go through a million different little deals. I'm going to say Samoa fucking Joe just made his return.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Listen, man, I go way back, right? Brown Ring of Honor shirt, 2005, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. 2005, the Brown Samoa Joe Ring of Honor shirt, living it, some of the title reign, man, that legendary title reign. Thinking about the fact that signed to the same company, we got CM Punk, we got Samoa Joe. I mean, Jesus, Lord, help me, Messiah. I mean,
what are we supposed to do with ourselves?
There's so much there that you can have a little bit of fun with. And we got a wrestling fan running it. So it could really happen.
Yeah.
And then, listen, we're getting into Supercard of Honor, but I got to start it off like this, right? We expected to come into this doing the big Mizania, doing the Mania preview. All right, we got your Mania preview.
We got you. Don't worry.
We got that. But listen, right? We could just do 30 minutes talking about WrestleCon. Yeah. We could talk about the WrestleCon Marquette Memorial Super Show.
Oh, goodness.
And talk about how cool that thing was, especially a little 5-star match that was on there. And
a little bit.
That was some good stuff.
So good.
We might give a little smidge of that stuff, right? But let's get into Supercard of Honor.
All right, Supercard of Honor. Man, they started right out the gate. Freaking pre-show. Like, no stopping.
Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, and Samoa Joe. If Chris Hero, I could just make my dream roster, because we already got Regal. I mean, seriously, man, there's a few more. Get Claudio in there. You get Claudio in there, I'm going to hit you in the face with a shovel.
It's just too much already.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, the pre-show, 0 hour. They just started right off the bat. Colt Cabana versus Blake Christian.
What a weird match. What a weird universe we live in.
You don't even expect to see that. And Blake Christian, I got to give a shout out anyway, because he was on New Japan, Supercard of Honor, Impact, Spring Break, all in the same day.
Yeah, and listen, don't fear, we got your Spring Break as well. It's not going to be right now. We're letting all that stuff sizzle down. We're going to come at you with a more traditional what happened. But, but we had to hit this because, as she said, starting off with a pre-show. A free pre-show. You're coming off there with Blake Christian, and it was a good match, solid match.
And then, of course, we had AQA versus Miranda Alizé. Sorry, I get it confused all the time.
Close enough.
And then we had a tag team match, which was the Shinobi Shadow Squad, Cheeseburger and Eli Isom. And then Tully Blanchard came out to introduce his new clients, which was the Gates of Agony.
Yeah.
Choice name.
Yes, I like that.
Featuring Khan and Toa Leona, two boys that we just adore.
Yeah, absolutely. If you watch Dark, like everybody who watches us, we love Dark.
We love Dark.
So Toa is already a superstar to us.
Yes.
We're like, what are you doing?
You got to sign this boy.
What you doing with your life, Toa?
I guess Tully Blanchard understands.
Yeah, listen, and Khan.
Khan is a beast.
Jesus, Khan is like, I mean, Khan's a big beefy boy.
Yes, meaty man doing meaty man things.
Yeah, listen, what a tag team, and they did what they needed to do. It wasn't the smoothest thing in the world, but I have a feeling they formed 5 minutes before the show. Call me wacky, you're wacky. I really think that they might have just formed that tag team.
Maybe.
Like they were sitting back in the corner and Tony Khan's like, oh God.
Wow.
If this was Mid-South in 1984 and I was Bill Watts, you guys would be a hell of like a barbarian. Not Conger the Barbarian, John Nord Barbarian. Absolutely John Nord Barbarian kind of guys, maybe if Barry Darso had done this instead of that dirty Russian, evil Russia, hate Russia, it's a Bill Watts joke.
Extremely specific.
It's a Bill Watts joke. It's a Bill Watts joke. He used to, listen, I don't give it. Bill Watts used to sit there through the whole damn show, and he'd start out the show, and he'd be like, also this hour we got that turncoat, that dirty Russian nasty betrayer of people and toucher of kids, Barry Darcy. The hell with Crusher Khrushchev, that piece of crap dappity do. Russia sucks. And he'd go on his political diatribe for the whole time, going right over the heads of all of them inbred rednecks. All they knew was like, hey, Russia bad.
Right.
Russia bad. Junk dog good. Pray continue.
Okay.
Got a theme.
And then we wrapped up the pre-show with a classic, Joe Hendry versus Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
Because Dalton Castle is not a very good friend to our Joe Hendry.
That's all right. Joe Hendry has a hell of a theme song. Dalton Castle wrestled for a long time on a broken freaking back. Take that, Kurt Angle.
Yes, he did. He's still feeling it, I think.
Yeah.
So then we got into the show proper. And we began with whose house?
Swerve's house.
Swerve versus Alex Zane, which was just insanity. Just all the moves.
We are big fans of Swerve.
We are. We love Swerve.
We are big fans of Swerve. This past Wednesday night, we were live in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yes, you probably
saw the piss out of us on the front row and yelling and going nuts. And apparently I sold the belt more than Eddie Kingston. Sorry about that, Eddie. I didn't mean to take your thunder, but my God, it was studded belt. It was a studded belt.
It looked painful.
It was nasty. Anyway, you gotta have fun. And we made sure it was Swerve's house.
Yes,
Swerve
always.
has a conglomerate of houses. I don't think that's the word. It doesn't matter. We're having a good time.
A way about him.
He's got a way about him. I don't know what it swerves, but Shane's doing killer things.
He is.
So it was the battle of two rat people.
Yes.
And
they just threw each other around. I think Swerve is just like offended to be in the ring with Alex, like doing offense. Like he's like every time Alex hit a move, he was like,
either that or
why did you do that?
Either that or Alex Zane was farting a lot because Swerve kept making this face.
How dare ye?
Wouldn't it be
peasant?
wonderful if these guys get old, beer gutted, they're 49, and all of a sudden, they're doing shoots. And
he's like,
Swerve's like,
man, I remember that match.
Swerve's like, you know what? Shit, I do remember that. That Austin Zink kid or whatever. Yeah, I remember that. He can't shit his pants.
It's all the Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't cut the Taco Bell. Something how he couldn't run to the border.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway.
So, after that, we got to see Tully Blanchard again.
Yes.
Tully Blanchard Enterprises is growing fast because Ninja Mac had to face his other new client.
Yep.
The Machine.
Obviously, Tully Blanchard Enterprises does not have a wellness policy.
Would you expect anything less from Tully Blanchard?
I love it. Again, where am I at? Oh, that's right. I must be in the Superdome in New Orleans. This must be 1984 Mid-South. Go ahead.
Brian Cage just decimated Ninja Mac.
He beat the crap out of Ninja Mac. Look.
Which was fabulous.
Now, obviously, everybody got to see the Ninja Mac errant kick.
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that. You obviously weren't on Twitter.
Yeah, and that ended a match for him in Bloodsport yesterday. And Bloodsport, again.
So good.
Bloodsport was amazing choice, yes. It's very good. The Moxley match.
Gotta see it.
Amazing, go out of your way match. But Ninja Mac, that might have been his peak.
That one kick. He's going to do it in every match for the rest of his career.
Brian Cage had a lot of rage built up for the stage.
Yes.
That was Ring of Honor. And he belongs here. I've thought that ever since Tony bought it. This is Brian Cage.
He just fits.
It's Brian Cage's world because Brian Cage, and don't take this wrong, he belongs in front of 2,000 people.
He just has that sort of presence that impresses when you're closer to him instead of like
Yeah,
way
that's
up
it.
there.
He's a bingo hall kind of guy. Like he's just seriously, I'm serious. He's like, there's something about him.
It's not an insult.
No, I would rather be a bingo hall kind of guy. He's got a certain sideshow quality to him, and you know he just is appreciated the right way.
He's best in intimate settings.
It's one of those things. Like in my opinion, when I say that, I'm thinking hardcore fans only,
Right.
and it's like hardcore fan card only allowed.
The best of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
The people who will appreciate him for who he is.
If wrestling shit the bed and died tomorrow, those fans are still going to come.
Yeah, they are.
That's what
They won't stop.
That's what I'm talking
They'll
about.
still show.
Yeah.
So next we had a bit of a storytelling match between Jay Lethal and Lee Moriarty, which was a great match anyway. Like, these two can work.
I'm a big Jay Lethal fan.
Yes, they were going at it. But the most interesting part, of course, came at the end when Jay Lethal cheated.
When Jay Lethal accidentally was trying to do a fireman's carry
And just went a little too aggressive.
and see when he kind of did this, and unfortunately
Lee just didn't.
Lee planted.
Yeah, he just put all his weight down.
Lee planted at the wrong time, and he couldn't look.
Oops.
Oh, wow, I didn't mean to do that. What was that hot thing away by my arm?
Better just keep carrying on with the match.
Oh, that was crazy.
He felt so bad though.
What do you do?
He had to get that win.
What do you do?
You just keep going.
Yeah, you just have to keep going. It was just an accident.
Just so happened that he was able to secure the pin at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And his friend is not happy about it.
No, Sanjay was not very happy, and
He wasn't happy with himself, it seemed. But you do what you got to do.
you do what you got to do.
Oh, I love Jay Lethal.
Yeah,
And he's been such an upstanding
He has.
character.
Been a
He's
good
the
citizen.
franchise of Ring of Honor.
been a good citizen. Good
But
on you, Jay.
sometimes being a good citizen doesn't get you the
it
wins.
doesn't get you jack and crappity. So moving on.
After that, we had the interim Ring of Honor Women's Championship match between Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Martinez. Fabulous match.
Yeah, really good match, man.
I
Solid
love
match.
both of these ladies, and they delivered. And Mercedes came out with the win, which
Yeah.
means she gets to face Deonna Purrazzo for the real claim to the title.
So why wasn't Deonna at the show?
She's working Impact tonight.
Huh? Wasn't there a lot of other people that worked both shows?
Yes, there were.
But those other people that worked both shows, they weren't even world champions, were they?
No.
But still, yet they felt that they could make both.
Yeah, they felt that they could easily go from one to the other.
It's a
Reasonably.
shame that you could have a world champion holding a
Right.
belt.
Right. That doesn't come to Supercard of Honor.
Yeah.
Weird.
Huh.
Congratulations to Mercedes, though.
Yeah.
She did fantastic.
Hope that goes good for you, Mercedes. Good luck when that match happens.
Yes, definitely. We'll be rooting for you. All right. And then things picked up, buddy, because we had the match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. And the atmosphere in this, even at the very start of this match, when both teams were in the ring for the bell, was just, it's impossible to describe the experience. Even sitting at home, the way it came across on the TV was just insanity.
You could cut it with a knife and put it on some imaginary bread and eat a sandwich made of it. That's how intense it was in that room.
Oh, man.
Listen, we've been on this ride with FTR. There are nary bigger fans of the Briscoes, aside from their father, than me. Okay? From the time they were just little codes in backstage at TNA back in God knows how long ago. Hey, Kid Cash. However long ago it was that they had a big contingent come down from Ring of Honor and all this stuff, and I got to see the baby Briscoes and shake the little hands and the little back and all that stuff. That was cool, man. But the clean cut, and like I was saying earlier, when they started, they both couldn't even wrestle because Mark was too young. I mean, it was crazy, and to watch them grow this whole time, and be such a huge fan of Jay Briscoe and Mark, but and then become a fan. earn the fandom from FTR.
Yeah.
Because we didn't go into it being fans of the Revival, being fans of FTR, didn't hate them or wish ill on them.
Right.
But, they really earned it from us.
Yes, we very quickly realized just how valuable they are.
Yeah, we've got to see them in a number of, ways. So this match was really billed. And the fans, like the FTR on the post-media scrum was talking about how it organically just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
And
the anticipation kept growing and growing over the months.
Yeah, and they did not intend on shaking their hand at the end of the match. It was just something that happened.
When you have a match like that,
yeah,
dear God, it would be impossible to explain to you everything that happened in this match.
If you didn't see it,
what are you doing with your life?
Donate plasma, sell grandma.
Go walk a dog for your neighbor real quick.
Yeah, go take your neighbor's dog and sell it. I mean, whatever you have to do, all right?
You need to see this match.
This is important. This match is exactly tag team wrestling. Okay, this is what tag team wrestling should be in 2022. Because you had, it wasn't even the fact that you had the infuriating, oh God, the ref didn't see it. He didn't get the tag, actually. We have to push him out of the ring. Now, I am Southernly trained.
Yes.
And I'm all about that. I'm all about the pump handle spot and all that good stuff and the head and the ball sack and all that stuff in the corner, It's all good. Do-si-do. I'm there.
Right.
We're good. This match had what we needed to have. We had, strong style, if you will. And we had good traditional wrestling. It was amazing. It was violent.
Mm-hmm.
It was very violent. And it was very intentional.
Yes.
And you could feel the animosity, but you could feel two teams that truly believed, sorry, Swerve, that this was their house.
Yes. They think that they are the best tag team in the world.
You had a series of amazing near falls, and we really thought, because it got to that point where, okay, this is the Briscoes take this at this point.
Right.
And then when it got to the point in FTR, finished that dance on top, my God, it was just this. And the crowd is fantastic tonight.
The crowd was so hot.
Yeah.
It was hard to keep up.
Yeah, they were
so hot.
They were awesome.
They really were. This
Seriously.
crowd was amazing.
Crowds make you or break you a lot of times. And the crowds before the anticipation, dude, one of the best parts, and this is just so why I love wrestling. Before the match could even start, and they started the holy shit chant.
Yeah, even
and
when
you
they're
could
just
see,
facing off.
You could see the boys getting the goosebumps.
Yeah.
And that they got the feeling. And poor Dax, I thought he was going to explode.
Yeah, he got down off the ring, was slapping hands.
These guys,
he's all into
these
it.
guys aren't part-time big contract guys that won NCAA wrestling titles that come in once every 6 months.
No,
these guys grew up loving wrestling.
These are the workers, man.
These guys, broke in and got Crockett tapes from people, and you know what I'm saying. These guys know my 1984 Mid-South reference.
Yeah.
On both sides of this, these guys know this.
Yes.
That's what makes it beautiful, because there was 2,000 people in that crowd that get my fucking reference. Because this is what wrestling should be. It shouldn't be some goddamn reality star. It shouldn't be some bullshit fucking cheetah print bitch. All right? And I'm talking about the guy, not the girl. I'm saying this is wrestling.
Also, shout out to Paul Turner for that chair catch.
Yeah, really nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Great choice. All right. And then
after that, we had, for the television title, Minoru Suzuki versus Rhett Titus. Which is just an insane, sentence to come out of your mouth, honestly.
I have to say, speaking of things coming out of mouths, I'm not sure that Murder Grandpa is appropriate to chant, but
it's become a thing now.
Yeah, so anyway, that was 5 minutes. of crazy.
Yeah.
And Suzuki has his first ever title in America.
I'm so stoked that he's the Ring of Honor TV champion.
It's very cool.
It's insane.
It's a cool roster when you start your first roster.
Yes.
And you have the people we now have.
Yes.
In there. It's a cool starting point.
It is, yes. And I actually just need to back up for a minute because we were so tied up in that match. We forgot to mention that the Young Bucks came out afterwards.
Holy cow. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like, we're so into the match that we forgot how it ended. Hi, Young Bucks. Welcome back to Ring of Honor. Are we in 2017 all of a sudden?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, okay. So the Young Bucks ran in unexpectedly.
Yes. And beat up the Briscoes.
It really, and I think a lot of people were kind of, there's a lot of people that are sad right now because they're not sure, hey, are the Briscoes here?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of unanswered questions right now that we don't know about the future of Ring of Honor.
Right.
And, as far as who's there and who's not, I'm sure we'll get the roster list, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So look, Raja said that she's not gonna be satisfied till she sees the three-way dance,
Oh, you have to have that match.
So, but Wednesday on Dynamite, we get the rematch FTR Young Bucks, but with a lot different stakes. Now they're going to put the Ring of Honor tag team titles and the AAA tag team titles on the line.
Insane.
And, man, that's a big match.
Yeah, that's huge implication.
Yeah, huge.
Ring of Honor tag team champions, Young Bucks, once again.
On the same show that you had the Hardy Boys wrestling, and you have just let's go.
All right, so after the Suzuki match, we got to see the Pure Championship contest between Wheeler Yuta and Josh Woods.
Yeah, the goods. Listen, hard fought match. Wheeler Yuta has super impressed us recently, as he has everyone.
Yes.
Again, Wednesday night in South Carolina. I don't know how it came across on television, but they're live.
It was intense.
You talk about organic.
Yeah.
I didn't expect what we heard, and the whole building's rocking with Yuta.
Yeah. And you have to think of who he was facing.
Yeah.
And they were chanting for Yuta.
It was really awesome. And there was Yuta signs.
Yes.
And not just little signs like the YUTA, people holding them up and
the big signs.
Very cool, man. And I mean, he looked like the great Yuta. He was doing like Yuta bridges and, all this stuff. But very cool to see this and see his journey as well.
Mm-hmm. Watch him grow.
Yeah. I remember, American Rana 2018 and we were there, and I'm not sure that wasn't the first time we ever seen him, but the first time we ever seen him live, I'm pretty confident. And, since that point till now,
huge difference. And I love where he's at with that, that world of like the Bryan Danielson type style, William Regal type style, the Cesaro, Timothy Thatcher. Yes.
Those kind of
pure wrestling.
Yeah, pure wrestling style. So
and now not only is he the Ring of Honor pure champion, he's also all elite.
He is.
Congratulations.
We thought he was already. So congrats.
And then it was time for the main event between Jonathan Gresham and Bandito to decide the true champion of Ring of Honor.
Listen, I expected a good match.
Yes.
But we just watched Bandito wrestle a 5-star match
against Speedball Mike Bailey
last night.
Dear Lord.
WrestleCon, the Super Show. That's a 5-star match. It kicked off the show.
It was amazing.
If you haven't seen it, seriously, go out of your way to see the match.
Yeah, that whole show's worth it.
Absolutely a 5-star match. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. There's nothing even halfway messed up in that match. It's just amazing.
Nope.
But yeah. So this match, drama.
So much.
These guys wanted it, man. And one of the coolest things is, Chavo came out with Bandito to ensure, as he said, by any means necessary. Bandito was like, Mr. Chavo, please, no interference. We want to win this clean.
Yeah,
and
because he's a good guy.
He is a good guy. You can trust him babysitting your kids. But
just ignore the bandit name.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, Chavo did interfere.
Yes, he did.
And Bandito would have none of it, told the ref, made the ref throwing out himself.
It was very nice.
Still yet, it looked like Bandito was going to win. I mean, look, man, Bandito,
I thought he was going to win.
Bandito did some stuff that he...
21 plex, anyone?
Bro, if it had been a normal human being, but it wasn't.
No, it was an octopus.
It was a freaking octopus. And we should know, you can't kill an octopus because an octopus is an alien. Jonathan Gresham is an alien. He's from Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah.
And he is amazing. And he
also the Ring of Honor undisputed world champion.
Undisputed world champion. Sound like you were going to say fairies there for a second.
And of course, after that, Jay Lethal came out. He was like, I think I deserve the first chance because I brought you up and I know you and you know me and we should do
Nobody
this.
would know who you were if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
But he was desperate, too desperate because, he turned on his friend.
He had to give him a little crack-a-doodle. And
then Sanjay came out and he seemed like he was trying to break it up. But then he turned on Jonathan Gresham.
Sanjay was a dirty dut. He did the same thing. But then this music came on, and you know what? The music was real familiar at first.
Who's that?
And I was like, it's like, no, don't. And I kind of could feel the walk, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Like,
I love the walk.
I was just like, oh crap. It's Mojo.
Oh God, it was Samoa Joe. I thought the roof flew off the place.
Yes.
It was insane.
It was nuts. And God only knows.
Oh gosh.
He shook his hand and we got honor.
Yes.
It's a new era of honor beginning. And it was really cool.
It was so good. And I love that it felt like a Ring of Honor show.
It did.
It wasn't like an AEW show. It was totally Ring of Honor. I loved it so much.
No Ring of Connor. It was 100%. It was like it should be. Very good. And of course, he respects history and everything. Yes. So listen, man, this was just worth seeing. You need to, again, go out of your way. We're telling you the ones to go out of your way on.
Yes.
We are going to get with you as soon as all this stuff is over, and we're going to give you the big wrap up.
Yes, definitely.
The 1,000% wrap up. We've got WrestleMania, and you have seen so many previews for night 1, night 2.
Yeah.
We've only got a couple things to talk about on that. The first one being, is Cody Rhodes going to be Seth Rollins' opponent? I would say at this point, because Ring of Honor has come and gone with no Cody,
right,
that it damn well better be.
You think it's a done deal?
And I think that they probably will pull the double swerve and have Shane music come out, and then maybe Cody, because listen, you don't understand how many different gods I'm praying to, hoping that Cody backed out and that Shane really is the mystery opponent just for wrestling Twitter alone. I will put my nightmare belt on and never take it off. I'll wear it under clothes. I'll wear it in bed. It's going to be good.
It is.
Either way, WrestleMania is happening.
It is.
So it truly is a happening, Gorilla. We'll be with you after everything ends.
Yes.
And we are going to give you a full recap of all the spring break, all the good stuff. Everything's good, but we're going to give you a full recap. For Raja, I'm John. So long from Blind Tag Wrestling, reviewing Ring of Honor, and watch it.
Bye.